this here is so good, I really don't know where to start. This is Donald Barber with the J. Michael Manley team at Keller Williams Greenville Upstate, and today we're giving you a 2-for-1 bonus on a business in downtown Simpsonville known as Carolina Olive Oil. And if you go right up the stairs, you also run into their newer business over the last year or so known as Level 2. And Rory and Leanne have been staples in the Simpsonville community for the last 7 years when they moved their business here. And Rory, it's obvious, you know, you sell a lot more than olive oil here at your downstairs business. And so, you know, for those that might not know a lot about Carolina Olive Oil, what exactly do you sell more than olive oil? And tell us a little bit more about the olive oil, of course.
Yeah, we came into the business about 8 years ago, really selling olive oil literally out of the trunk of our car, doing trade shows, selling wholesale to restaurants, that kind of thing. We now carry a pretty large variety of oils and vinegars, some flavored, some not. Flavors like roasted garlic, Parmesan cheese, vinegars that are 18 years old, and sometimes some of those are flavored also. I have one right here today that is flavored with blackberry ginger, and that's what we're using over the cheesecake today.
Okay.
We also sell coffee beans, tea, spices, dip mixes, a large variety of wine too. All kinds of gourmet foods is kind of who we are.
Okay. I do see that you offer classes here and demonstrations at Carolina Olive Oil. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, most of that, we do probably about 100 wine and olive oil tastings a year here. Most of that has some sort of charitable connection. We have probably done, over 7 years, several hundred of those. We donate those to charitable organizations so that they can sell them at their silent auction fundraising events.
Yeah.
And then we bring those people into our store for free wine and olive oil tasting party. We've probably raised over the past 7 or 8 years around, it's hard to put a number on it, but I would say probably $50,000 over the last 8 years. All of that money goes to local schools, churches, charitable organizations, all within just a few miles of the clock tower here in Simpsonville.
Over the last couple of years, you and Leanne have actually decided to start a monthly wine club.
Yeah.
And tell us a little bit more about the details of the wine club.
Well, the wine club was something that people said they wanted. It was a real easy kind of thing to make a decision on. We started out with about 12 members about 3 years ago. We now have about 300 people that participate in our wine club. It's pretty amazing. It's a cheap, affordable type of thing to do and enjoy yourself. It's become a real kind of entertaining aspect here in the community. Basically, it's $39 a month. And for your $39, you get to come to 2 parties a month. Both parties have free wine tasting, live music, free food, and every month you go home with 2 bottles of wine at no extra charge. It's a crazy good deal, and that's why we have so many members.
That sounds like a great deal.
Yeah, it really is.
Now, as if having one successful business was not enough, you and Leanne decided to bump things up and open a second business known as Level 2. Tell us more about Level 2 and why you decided to open it up.
You know, Donald, we have always been really big on letting the public kind of tell us where they wanted us to go. I'll give you an example of that. On the back of every single bottle of olive oil and vinegar I sell is my personal phone number. Mm-hmm. So if you call that number, you get to talk to me. We want to hear your input.
Yeah.
And the public said, hey, if you will open up a wine bar, we'll support it. And we had 300 members of our wine club already, so why not? You know, if 300 people want to come to your place and drink wine,
yeah,
you got to figure out a way to do that.
Yeah. So, along with the wine bar, now you've become known for your live music here at Level 2. Roughly how many nights a week do you have live music here?
Well, we're only open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights, but we try and have live music every single night that we're open.
Okay. And what are some of the acts that perform throughout the year at Level 2?
We've had some really great ones. Mac Arnold, Blues Hall of Famer, just performed here a couple of weeks ago. We have Jamie Wright and the Jamie Wright Band coming up. Groove Planet with Whitney Bradley will be playing here soon. Jazzy Trinity, who is the 2019 Jazz Band of the Year, they'll be here this Saturday night. We love jazz, Motown, R&B, blues. We do a few other things too, but we really like to be special and have musicians come here that you can't hear anywhere else.
You even have the twins come here and play occasionally too, right?
The Synergy Twins, we just found out that these are, if you don't know who they are identical twin brothers that play electric violins. And we just got an agreement from them to play for Christmas. They'll be here December 21st to do 2 shows.
Awesome.
It'll be unbelievable.
Now see here, we have some wine, we have the olive oil, we have some vegetables, fruits, dessert, meatballs. What all do you offer here at Level 2 for food and wine?
Well, we have here about 50 kinds of wine. Now, we don't sell liquor here, but we have 50 kinds of wine, 20 kinds of beer, a dozen or so craft beers, charcuterie plates, what we call flying meatballs, the best cheesecake we think in town. If you want Neptune's Choice, it's a variety of like shrimp and salmon and cream cheese, that kind of thing. It's a small menu, but what we have is pretty good, I think.
Rory, where can people go online or through social media to find out more about Carolina Olive Oil, Level 2, hours of operation, musical artists, and everything else?
It's pretty easy, carolinaoliveoil.com. You can also go to our Facebook page, Carolina Olive Oil. Level2bar.com will get you into our Level 2 website.
Okay.
That will give you a complete listing of all the shows that we have coming up. Some have cover charges, some do not, but they're always very reasonable. Of course, there's always free parking here in Simpsonville too.
Yeah.
Social media with Facebook, Level 2 Bar at Carolina Olive Oil.
Okay. So I appreciate Rory and his time and talking to us about not just one business, but 2 businesses. And if you get a chance, if you've never tried one or both of these businesses, definitely do it. They are a staple of downtown Simpsonville. You can't miss them, right by the clock tower here. And Rory, I appreciate it. And before we dig into all this delicious food, let's have a little toast here. And to great success.
Let's eat.
All right.